Nothing really to talk about today, really. I thought I'd go live because I did a. Make sure you can all hear me. I did a live yesterday and it went pretty well. I don't know why, each time I press the record button, I want to have a good old cough. So yeah, live that I done last night went rather well. Just making sure I get this in the right spot for you guys, so you can hear me. So yeah, went rather well. Two people in the chat, and yeah, went rather well. So today I thought I'd just have a chat with you all, and yeah, just to see who's about, who's available. While I'm here and while I'm waiting for people to come on and do whatever. Yeah, so this oil that I was talking about yesterday, I want to see whether I can get it out of my little cupboard. So I've got a little cupboard just here. Thing is, I've got so much rubbish that. Now you would have thought I had this all sorted out before I went live, wouldn't you? But nope. I never get anything all sorted out before I go live. The joys of me, right? So Agua de Florida, I think it's called. So it's basically this stuff. So you may recognise it online. That's pretty much what I use. Now you can put in a spray bottle. I just had a spray bottle handy. It came with like a cleaning machine thing. Put it in that, and you can use it as a like you would an air freshener. What I tend to do is if I can connect that there properly, or put it somewhere so you can actually hear my voice. So what I tend to do with the so I put this basically inside this and I can use that as an air freshener, air spray, or what I tend to do, just put a couple of squirts in your hand, rub it together, and just breathe it in. Just make sure you don't breathe in too deep. And then that's what I tend to do if I'm getting ready to work with spirit. It smells amazing. It just basically just clears your mind. And that's basically what it does. Again, you can use it as air freshener. It smells really nice. So that's what I tend to do with that. Again, with my... Sorry, I have to sniff it again. Smells good. And with my homemade mystical oil, again, depends on whether I'm doing a big area or whether I'm just doing a small area. So you can use this all over your body. It's, if I remember right, grapeseed oil with like added essential oil. I've got a little bit of dry skin just here, so I'm just going to spray it on. It's good for dry skin. Oh, maybe I put a little bit too much on. And then you just rub it in. And you have the smell of the essential oils and the actual oil itself. It's very good for dry skin. Hello there, RS Paranormal. How are you doing? I thought I'd go live and just see who's available. Just to have a bit of a chat, something different, instead of doing a video like I normally do. Sometimes having a live audience is good because I can interact. Good love, and you? Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, I thought I'd do a live because sometimes having a live audience is good because I can interact with people, which is good. Because sometimes making a video can be very boring because I have no one to talk to. But having a live audience is always good. But like I said, there's no real particular topic today. I may even pull, and I forgot to do it, I may even pull out my spirit box. So, like I did yesterday, with the live I did yesterday, I'm going to put up my, if I can find my speaker, yeah, there is black obsidian. Let me see if I can get it up, take it off and have a, get a closer look at it. So this is a homemade necklace. Obviously I didn't make the necklace, didn't make the crystal, but the actual necklace I made myself and I sell them. So this is my own personal one I have for me, but on TikTok I got a TikTok shop, and I also sell them on Vinted. Yeah, got TikTok shop, sell them on Vinted. Where else do I? Yeah, I love obsidian as well. Wow, Vinted, TikTok shop. Where else? I did have a website, but I've taken that down because no one's really interested. I was thinking about what you call it. I was thinking about eBay, and yeah, I have to charge. They charge me so much for every thing. For every item I sell, I have to pay like an X amount of fees for that. So I try to avoid eBay if I can. Yeah, eBay. If you want to, again, sounds bad, but if you want to make any money on eBay, so like if I want to make any money off my necklaces, I've got to literally take into the account of their fees. So a crystal that size, a crystal that size, I would normally sell it for about a tenner, which is not bad. And my larger ones, which are normally, if I can get one, just here. So my larger crystals that I sell, which are roughly about that size, so there's a bit of a size difference. So that size I normally sell for about £11.50, £12. So I try and keep it cheap because I know that everyone can't afford stuff these days.
Dead to me.
Oh, dead to me. So I've got my Netro meter going. So that's what.
Kimberly.
That's what the noise is in the background. So yeah, I've got to take that into account if I sell on eBay. If I sell on TikTok or on Vinted, I get the whole price, so you can get it even cheaper. So yeah, I've taken my website down.
Certainly.
Take my website down because no one was buying. So I've got Kimberly, uncertainty. So, in case you wonder what the noise was in the background, I normally have a spirit box going on in the background. I don't know what happened to Zebo. He's hiding somewhere, but I do. Apparently, these dolls I've got are haunted. So I'm gonna see whether anyone
Dark
can.
entity.
So I'm gonna see whether this one's Anthony. So I'm gonna see whether Anthony comes through. So yeah, I'm gonna see whether Anthony comes through and says anything. I do have Jason, but I'm not gonna get him out because he's too big. So let's have a look at my messages. Yeah. And I can, if anyone would like a card reading, I am more than happy to pull a card. What cards were I using yesterday? I can't remember. I'll use those ones. So yeah, if anyone would like a card reading, I'm more than happy to give a card reading. So normally on my lives, I normally just have a bit of a chat, bit of a catch up with. When I do a live, I normally have a catch up with, people that have subscribed. I don't like using the word subscribers, but just have a catch up with my subscribers, see how they're doing. And I normally have a card pull, normally have a spirit box going on in the background, that kind of thing. So I'm using a different one today. I'm using these packs, which are quite nice to use. They're very colourful, very colourful. So it says dark entity. I don't feel any dark entities. I do sage my home quite often, so I don't believe that there's a dark entity in my home at all. I never felt anything evil.
Deserve.
I don't feel any evil in this home. I make sure of that. So yeah, my I had my spirit box yesterday. I had a lady called Emily. She kept coming through, but the people that were watching, couldn't take it. Couldn't take Emily. But yeah, she was very active last night on my spirit box. So would you read a lot? Not as much as I want to. I think my last private one-to-one was back in September. Was my last one-to-one reading. Was it September? Yeah, around about September time. My last live reading was back. Well, yesterday was my last live reading. I've tried advertising on. Hello there. How are you doing? But yeah, I don't. For me, I love doing this kind of thing. I love paranormal. I love not ghost hunting as such, but I love going to cemeteries. I love going to haunted places. The witch of. So hello, witch. I'll call you Witchy for short. So I love. So my backstory of the paranormal. I used to live in a haunted home back when I was a child, and I used to see this old man. That's all right. I hope your husband is all right. Trish. Hello, Trish. But yeah, I hope that your husband's okay. That he's all fine and well. Going to hospital sucks. Yeah, going to hospital sucks for any reason, even just like blood tests. Yeah, it's not very not very nice. Yeah, on his heart. Oh no, that's yeah. I do feel for your husband. What I'll do, Trish, is I know you're waiting for your husband. If it's okay with you, I always ask. I always ask permission before I pull a card. Would you like me to quickly pull you a card, Trish? And then I'll do the RS paranormal afterwards if RS wants a card pull. So, and I'll tell you about my story about the paranormal story and how I got into. So I got you the Forest Temple. So I got you the Forest Temple. Now, which kind of fits your YouTube name. There's a.
In 1 hour.
I feel that this lady here is like. I like the word witch, but I try not to use that word very often. A very wise person. I do, and as you can tell in the middle here, the green, to me, a green chakra, which is a heart. If I didn't know about your husband, I would have said that, look after your heart, make sure that your heart is healthy. Tell your husband to, whatever happens, look after his heart. Keep it open, keep it healthy, and show your husband a little bit of love. That's kind of what I'm getting. Also, on the spirit box it says home. I do feel that, how can I put this? I've got the word love, which I know you and your husband do love each other, but also like I feel that your husband needs a little bit of a break. So I feel that with your husband, he may need a little holiday away. I'm not sure whether your husband's retired or whether he's getting close to that age of retirement, but maybe start thinking about cutting down his workload. Maybe start thinking about cutting down his hours at work if he's working. Also, I'm feeling quite a lot of what's the word? I want to use the word energy, but it doesn't quite feel like that. So I'm just going to see where that one goes. Yeah, I do feel quite a lot of energy around you, but I'm trying to work out whether it's spirit around you or whether it's something a little bit more than just. Bear with me on that. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that one for a moment, see whether we get any more from that. As I'm saying that, I'm getting like divination. So I don't know whether you're into like divination, that kind of thing, scrying. But I'm seeing kind of like that kind of like energy around you.
Real.
Also, I'm getting with you quite a lot of like energy around your stomach. So I don't know whether you're thinking about or doing. I was going to say Reiki, but it's not Reiki. Chakra work. I do feel like you need to do a little bit of chakra work around your stomach, as well. And I got that one for you as well. And also, I'm feeling with this. Again, I'm drawn to the green in the picture as well, which is your heart. Also, I'm feeling with this one. I'm getting grandmother. I'm getting the word grandmother around you as well. Okay. For a brief moment now, I got the name Elizabeth. So I don't know whether the name Elizabeth is around you or whether she's in spirit. But something to do with I don't know whether Elizabeth is like your grandmother or a grandmother like figure, but that's what I'm getting with her. And I'm getting like a Yorkshire Terrier as well. So I don't know whether them two are linked with each other, but I'm getting like an older lady and a Yorkshire Terrier. And I do want to say that the older lady, the grandmother, is in spirit as well. And I do feel that I want to say Yorkshire Terrier, but it's like a size of a Yorkshire Terrier. I do feel that's in spirit as well. What else am I getting? Okay. Yeah. I'm not getting any much information from this lady. I think she's just happy that your husband's getting himself sorted out. And something about home cooked food. Okay, so I feel that
Excited.
either she's into home cooked food and she's telling me to tell you to make more home cooked food. But there's something about home cooked food. And I don't know why, but I'm getting Yorkshire pudding as well. Yeah, so that's kind of thing I'm getting with this lady. What else am I getting? Yeah, that's all I'm getting from her at the moment. She's kind of gone all quiet. Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I would have gone for like roast dinner. I would have gone for more of like a roast. So I'm glad you said that. But she's all up for this like home cooked food. I don't know whether your husband's more into like takeaways and stuff like that, but she's keep pushing this home cooked food. So I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to leave that with you because she's not giving me much information. The only thing, as I'm as she's like kind of like disconnecting from me, the only thing I'm getting is like tired eyes. So I don't know whether she had problems with her eyes like towards the end, but my eyes feel like really tired, like really
Robert.
like really like tired and yeah. Thank you so much for that. I'm just have a quick look at my messages. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. Stress. Yeah. Just reading the messages real quick, guys. So if RS Paranormal's still here, would you like me to pull you a card? Thank you so much.
Jensen.
So that's kind of like how I work. Normally when I do a live, I normally do like a very small, quick reading. Obviously, if you ever want like a private one-to-one, those could go on for a very long time. I try and keep the reading within an hour, but I've known to give people readings, an hour and a half to 2 hours. Again, depends on what I get, and depends on how long the person has got available. So yeah, they could go on for hours. So yeah, and again, depends on what the person wants to know as well. Like I said, I'm not heavily into fortune telling, but I do like to pull a card. Yeah, you too. You yeah, be safe and give your husband lots of love. So yeah, normally when I pull a card, like I did yesterday, I pulled a card and I didn't even read the card once. For the two people that was on yesterday, it's quite well, I wouldn't say weird. I wouldn't say weird, but like as soon as I pulled a card, I had like spirit come straight in. So let's pull a card for. And I'm not very good at shuffling cards. I'm cack-handed when it comes to things like that. So RS Paranormal, with you, I feel with you are more of, I want to say, late summer person. I feel with you that you like the end of August, September time. The reason why I say that because I pulled that card for you. Now I feel with yourself I don't know whether this is to do with work or I want to get like the feeling of garden. So I don't know whether you're a gardener or you like to be out in the garden, but I feel that the end of August, beginning of September is quite a busy time for you. Normally, I feel that's where you spend most of your time.
Fire spirits.
That's where I feel that you'll spend most of your time. Is outside. Also, I feel that you like, what's the word? You do like your films, but also you like things like Harry Potter. You like things like Lord of the Rings. You like the what do you call it? Those kind of like films where there's a little bit of mystery. There's a little bit of a little bit of fun mystery to it. What else? I also feel that with yourself that, again, I don't know whether it's related to you or whether it's related to one of your family members, but I do feel that you're sensitive to pollen. So I don't know whether you struggle with allergies around like the beginning of the year, so as we go into spring. But I do feel that you do tend to sneeze a lot, like March, April, May time. And I feel that's to do with the pollen. And I'm also seeing like maintenance work around a home. So I don't know whether you're doing some work on your own home or whether you're doing some work around somebody else's home. But I do feel like there's outside work going on. Because I see someone like up a ladder. I see a man like up a ladder. So I don't know whether you're planning on like decorating, like painting, not decorating, like painting the outside of your home this year, or you plan on doing it for somebody else. And I'm also getting a person with the same hairstyle as me, and I want to say that he's ran about, because I'm getting a number 50, so I'm getting like 50 around this man, like the age 50. So again, as I say that, I see him like up a ladder, so I feel that as a bald-headed man doing painting work outside. What else? Also, I'm feeling like with this card, I'm also feeling like follow your heart, because I feel that you don't always follow your intuition. I feel that you kind of like ignore it. What else am I getting? Yeah, to be honest with you, I was paranormal. I'm kind of like not struggling, but the connection is a bit slow. I'm not getting much through, which tends to happen sometimes with me. Sometimes I do a really good connection. Sometimes I get a real bad connection. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. Yeah, I was going to say that. I wouldn't say that you're hard to read, but I feel like there's quite a lot of. I feel like with yourself, you're one of those people. You're an introvert, so you kind of like keep yourself to yourself. If you go somewhere, you want to know. You want to know where all the exits are. So if you need to leave, you'll be like the first one at the door. Yeah, so I kind of like feel that around you. What else? Yeah, that's kind of all I'm getting from you, to be honest. Yeah, it's a mental block from you. So yeah, I know that my spirit box was going kind of crazy, so I had to turn it off while I was giving you a reading. It said fire spirit. So it said fire spirit. Jensen, Robert, Sight, and Realm. So I don't know whether
Someone you don't know.
And someone you don't know. So I don't know whether that relates to anyone watching. I am fire. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you. I'm glad you are. So yeah, that's kind of what came through. I'm gonna start calling it a day, because I just had a look at my screen and you can't really see me very well.
Mystical.
So yeah, I'm gonna start like closing down the live, so to speak, because I forgot to turn my light on. So yeah, it looks kind of dark in here. So I'm thinking about doing a live tomorrow. Depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow,
Royal.
I'm thinking about doing the same. Oh, good. I'm glad that you can see me, because I'm looking at my screen and it starts to look kind of dark. So let me know if you can't see me, and then I'll call it a day. Let me just turn it off. I'm thinking about tomorrow going to make a video. Depends on how I'm feeling. Going to make a video, and then thinking about doing a live at this location. There is a location I'm thinking about going to. I have been for the last couple of weeks, but I've been kind of feeling rough, so I've kind of like put it off. But yeah, see how I feel tomorrow. I may do another live tomorrow, as well as making a video, and I may even take some cards with me as well. So yeah, is there any questions? Is there anything that anyone would like to ask me? Is there any particular videos anyone would like me to make while I'm out tomorrow? We'll have to watch. Yeah, please do. It's like with all like YouTubers, they won't tell you what I'm about to tell you, but without you guys watching, there's no point of making videos, if that makes sense. So it's like, what's the point of making videos if no one's gonna watch them? So that's the only reason why I make videos, because it's not about me making videos, it's about you guys watching. It's like mediumship. There's no point me doing mediumship if no one's watching. There's no point me connecting to spirit if no one's going to take if no one's going to take the message, so to speak. It's like the same with YouTube. What's the point of making a video if no one's going to watch? So as long as people are watching and subscribing and doing all that stuff, then I'll keep on making videos. Even if it's just random rubbish, I'll still post something each week. Because it's our channel. It's not my channel. I thought of the idea, but it's our channel. What else? What else can I do? I've pretty much not worn myself out, but so yeah, the other thing I was thinking about doing is I'm learning what you call it. I'm learning angel healing. So once I've learned how to do angel healing, I may even do live angel healing sessions as well. But I need to finish a course I'm on first before I start doing angel healing. And I thought I can do that over on a live. And I'm thinking maybe once I've done that, start doing crystal healing. Yeah, it is. It is a difficult. Different. I thought I said difficult. Yeah, that it is different. I don't know many people that do angel healing. I know people doing like crystal healing. I know people doing like Reiki and that kind of thing, but I've never known anyone to do angel healing. So I have watched like other people that do like healing and whatnot, and they always say whether you're watching it live or you're watching it as a video, the healing still works. So again, it would be nice to see whether that actually does work. I've never taken a healing course or anything to do with healing, so it'd be for me more interesting to see whether it works or not. Since I've started doing crystals, I never really believed in crystals. I thought they're just very nice, fancy looks. So yeah, that's yeah, I just saw your message there. I always thought that crystals were just very colourful rocks, basically. Since I've started having them, I'm kind of like sitting on the fence. I'm kind of sitting on the fence when it comes to crystals now, where I used to be a non-believer in crystals. So I do find some of them do actually help with certain things. With certain things. So yeah, I do find that amethyst. I always have a piece on my table. And I do have like a amethyst wand with clear quartz. Yeah, yeah. I just read your message again. Having crystals to do like chakra work. Apparently it helps and whatnot. And I find crystals as well. I normally, when I do like meditation work, I normally have either one around my neck, or I have this like even my because I've got a hoodie on with a pocket in the front. I normally whack this in my pocket while I'm meditating, which I find kind of helps in a way. Again, I don't use it very often. And again, this is one of those man-made crystal pendulums. I always have, yeah. I always have either, I always have a, when I'm doing, yeah. Black obsidian or any obsidian is very good for that kind of thing. But no matter what it is, even you just chilling in front of a TV, it's good to have around. I got one of those man-made pendulum crystals, and again I thought it doesn't work, but it does. It does. So that's why I'm kind of like sitting on the fence now. Yeah. It's. Oh, picked up the wrong one. It is. Yeah, so it has all the what you call it? Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that one. So all these are like different chakra. So it starts off with the base, which is like a reddish colour, and it goes all the way up to like a purpley, clear colour. Yeah, and you can wear it as a necklace as well, which I need to start doing. Yeah, I'm a great believer in like cleansing crystals. In a sense of like if you had a client, because I want to start doing like healing and whatnot, like I mentioned. And one of the things I want to do as I'm healing someone is to give them a crystal to hold, to help them clear their energy and whatnot as I'm healing. It's always good to cleanse the crystal afterwards. But in all my time of having crystals and having that kind of thing, I've never came across like a bad crystal. I've even if someone gave me a crystal, I never had any bad vibes from that crystal, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's always good to give them a clean with sage or Palo Santo, just to make sure, because you never know. Yeah. So you never know. 'Cause you just don't know who had them before. Not really like me. Oh. Messages come up and then they disappear. I had some not really like. Yeah. So I find with crystals, yeah, like I said, I'm not a really great believer in crystals, but talking to like other people that like are really into like crystals and whatnot, they find that some crystals are like really powerful. They have like headaches and aches and pains and really bad dreams and stuff like that. I always think I always read like that person's energy if they allow me. Yeah. So I always say to that person, "Can I read your energy?" And I always say to them, sometimes it's not always. Yeah, it is the crystal, but it's doing what it's supposed to. So if you're starting to get like bad vibes from a crystal, it's not always necessarily the crystal. It's you. You may be in a very toxic environment. So so when when your message comes up, it comes up as RS paranormal. So with yourself, you may be going into like a really haunted location, doing like paranormal work. If you're doing that kind of thing. So if you go into a haunted location to do paranormal stuff, and you come across a very angry spirit that don't want you there. I don't believe in the devil or anything like that, but I do believe in grumpy people. So if you're horrible, nasty, grumpy in this world, you're going to be horrible, nasty, and grumpy in the next. So if you come across a real horrible spirit that don't want you there, a part of that can latch onto you as such. So you're going to take that home with you. Then you pick up a crystal, and then that crystal's like clearing away that negative energy that you've had exploring a paranormal location, for example. So it's not necessarily the crystal being like negative or anything like that. It's because you've got to remember that we're like sponges. We soak up other people's energy, and then we hold on to that energy, and then we find ourselves, becoming ill or becoming tired or getting a headache or being a little bit more grumpy than normal. Yeah, so you're gonna pick up. So I just read your message there. So you're gonna pick up people's energy a lot more than other people. So the crystal will, regardless of what crystal it is going to cleanse away that energy and it's going to restore your natural energy. So for example, if you were like spent your day with an alcoholic, by the end of the day you're going to think to yourself, oh, I really like a drink, I really want some vodka or whatever, because you've been around that environment. Same with someone that smokes. If you around them all day, you find yourself wanting a cigarette, but you never smoked in your life. So yeah, wearing a crystal or having a crystal near you will help cleanse away that bad energy. If that makes any sense. So yeah, it's weird how it all works, but they can be powerful in the right situation, if that makes sense. But I'm just looking at can all of you see me okay still? Because on my screen I look almost dark. Good. Let me know if you can't. Because I can't even see myself on the good. about to say I can't see myself on the on the screen. But yeah, for the person that doesn't really go for crystals, I find myself buying what I call raw crystal. I wonder if I do. So with this one's a polished crystal. It's aqua remi. I just call it aqua for short. It's polished. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. It's very nice. The background is getting dark for some. Okay, give me a minute. I'll go and turn the light on. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's better. Let's climb over the mess. That's better. So I've got this one. I'll call it aqua for short. Yeah, that's better. So this one's called aqua. Amina, whatever it's called. It's polished, and as nice as it is, because it's polished, it's been tampered with by people, by humans. So for me, it's lost its appeal. It's lost its energy, so to speak. Again, nothing wrong with it. It's just lost that appeal. And I bought it because it looks nice, not because of its energy. But with this one, it's raw, so it's in its natural state. So I have more chance of getting its natural energy from that than I would a polished one. So yeah, raw is definitely better. I do have a massive, and it is kind of heavy. I do have a massive piece of amethyst, and normally in the past I always wear this one when I do my readings. But again, holding this one, even though they're different sizes, the energy that is given off it's the same. So this one hasn't got more energy than this one. So yeah, let me just take this one off so you can kind of see like the size difference. So yeah, the amethyst is a lot bigger than the black obsidian, but the energy from the amethyst is the same to me, the same kind of energy or same amount of energy than black obsidian. But it doesn't mean it's not working the same. It still works the same. It's just that this one looks so much better. I've done not a Christmas fair. Where I live, I've got so many fairs where I live. I think they call it the charter fair. I think they call it. And I was wearing this one all day. It's basically a store where I sell all my crystals, and I do mediumship for people on the stall. And I was wearing this one all day, and the amount of people that I was speaking to that actually never actually looked at me. They looked straight at the crystal, and some of them looked puzzled. Some of them look. When someone looks at you and they look kind of like puzzled. That's what they looked like when they looked at me, and some of them are just like looked at me like, wow, yeah, you got that round your neck. I wonder if I can get this around my neck. So yeah, as you can tell, it looks massive, but that's kind of like what I'm looking for. I want people to kind of like look in my direction and say, oh wow, he's got a massive great big neck, necklace around his neck. So yeah. But again, this one's my main personal one. I'm very reluctant, and this one as well, very reluctant to get rid of these. The place where I got the amethyst from, they've actually closed down. The shop actually closed down, so I can't go back in there and get more. That one cost me about £20. Is it 20? Yeah, it's about £20. That one cost me. It was originally £22, and I wiggled it down to 20. Because I said to him, can you just like round off to a nearest number, like 20 quid? And they did. But yeah. But if I can't put this around my neck, not bad, yeah. I've got other crystals that are not as expensive. So I've got a large piece of this one's not obsidian, this one's tourmaline. That cost me 10 quid. Needs a bit of a clean, but yeah, it cost me about 10 quid. But now I have the amethyst that cost me like twice as much. Yeah, so it's strange. But again, because I know that the amethyst, I got that from a proper shop. I know it's worth the money. Tourmaline, I would say, yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. I do find that the black tourmaline is quite, for me, quite a fiery energy, and in the sense that it will blast any energy that you don't want. It literally, it's quite strong. The amethyst, I find it quite calming. Also the smoky quartz, I find that like in between like the amethyst and tourmaline, it's kind of like strong but not overpowering. This one, the aqua, again, I find it very calming, very soothing, very peaceful. What else have I got? I do have a very small piece of moldavite, which to me, again, another one I love to work with, and that's a very good all-round crystal. And I do have a very small piece of black tourmaline with it as well, just get rid of any stuff I don't want. I always go for these two when I have something really bad. When I go through the really bad GG, especially if I have an argument with someone or anything like that, I normally go straight for that one. And it's small as well. Doesn't give me a neck ache. But yeah, this is where I come with if I want to chill out. I find it very peaceful, very quiet in here. So yeah. Is there any other questions that anyone would like to ask? I see that 2 people are watching the RS Paranormal. Just see whether... So yeah, is there any other... I would love to set up a shop for YouTube, because I know that I need to get, I could be wrong on this, 100,000 100,000 subscribers. I need at least 3,000 watch hours. I could be wrong on that. To have an online shop and stuff like that. I know I need so much to get like an online shop going through YouTube. Yeah. So it was originally I needed. Bear with me. Bear with me. I've got my phone here. Got my phone here. I've removed. Yeah, so I think it's oh no. Yeah, so I think I need 1,000 subscribers. And I've removed the app because I bought myself this YouTube Studio. Let's download that real quick. And I need. Yeah, I think it's I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think it's 3 million watch hours on my shorts. I've got it downloaded. Let me have a quick look. So memberships, super. So I'm assuming that's super chat. Oh yeah, and shopping. I need 3,000 watch hours and 3 million. So 3,000 watch hours on my videos, and I need 3 million on my shorts. And I needed 500 subscribers. So I'm eligible. So I'm well over 500 subscribers. So I need another 2,000, around about another 2,460 watch hours to qualify for the shopping, super chat, and membership. And if I wanted to get ads on my videos and shorts, I need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, or 10 million watch hours on my shorts. And I'm nowhere near any of those. So if I wanted my shop through YouTube, I don't know how well you can see that on the screen, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I've only got 23k on my on my shorts. So yeah, I'm I'm not even close. Not even close. Which is a shame. And I've been doing this 3 years. 3 years now. I have seen small sites with shops. Yeah. I don't know how they do it, but there is YouTubers out there, and I swear they've wiggled it somehow, where they've got like 100k 100k subscribers, and they're like got their shops, and they've got super chat, and they've got all of that. But I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But like I said, I do have a separate online shop, which is separate to this. But if I want to put it on YouTube, I've got to put it in the description below. And I've had that now 3 years, and not one person brought anything like any crystals or anything on there. So I've still got the website, but I've deactivated it, so it's not online, so people can't buy anything on there. But I've seen a site with under. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they must have wiggled it somehow. Where they probably wiggled the system somehow, and got that up there. But like I said, as I was saying, I do have an online shop, and again TikTok shop. But again, I have to put it in the description below, and then you have to like manually go into the description and click on it. But if it was through YouTube, you just click on it on the screen. You just click on it. But again, if that's something that you guys would like me to do, like reactivate my website, because you want to buy some of the crystals or whatever. Yeah, to be honest, with YouTube, with TikTok, I've only got 33 subscribers, and again, I think I've only sold one crystal through TikTok. So again, I mainly focus on YouTube now. I tend to I do watch TikTok, but I mainly watch TikTok now, not really upload on there very much now like I used to. I mainly just stick to YouTube now because I think I've got 700. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, I've got 767 subscribers compared to TikTok where I've got 33 subscribers. Yeah, 767. So for me to start uploading on TikTok again, I've got to put loads of time and effort into that, where I've got a 767. So I'd rather entertain you guys than try and build subscribers on TikTok, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd rather do a live on here because I know at least one person, or in this case, two people, will watch. Facebook, again, I do have a website on here where I can do a live on here and on Facebook at the same time. Again, I need to start getting back into that again. I need to start getting back into that again. I do have, through my website, I do have a Facebook page that is linked to my website, so I can do that if I wanted to. But the only problem is my laptop takes up so much room on the worktop I'm on that I'm kind of like used to like this kind of like setting. So yeah, maybe I will. Maybe a couple of lives. I'll do it on Facebook and YouTube. I think it's called StreamYard. I think it's called, where I can go live on both at the same time. So maybe that's something I could look into in the future. But yeah, for now I've turned off my So for now I've kept my website offline. So unless people start asking me to put it back online, I'm gonna keep it offline for now until people want crystals. And also I can I need to speak to my local people that send Royal Mail. I think I can through my website send crystals overseas. So if you're living in like America, for example, Canada, I can send crystals over there. But I know that there is extra charges on that. I think through the government, I think they put taxes on it. So again, I have to be careful on that. So if you're buying a £10 crystal, yeah. So if you're buying a £10 crystal, and then I know £5 for shipping, by the time you guys get it, you're probably paying like twice as much for tax. So again, I don't mind doing that if the person buying them is okay paying extra for tax. But again, that doesn't. It's one of those things that it goes straight into the government's pocket, whatever government you live in, you are, goes in their pocket. So it's like really annoying, really annoying. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to it's hard to try and make everyone happy, so to speak. But again, I suppose I could. Yeah. So you saying that? This is going back a few years ago, many years ago, and I haven't done it since. I think it was a T-shirt. I think I bought 2 T-shirts from the US, because I wanted like baggier T-shirts. Because the T-shirts here in the UK, they're alright, but they're person my size. I want a bigger T-shirt. So I think with 2 T-shirts, I think they're like £30 for 2 for these 2 T-shirts, and whatever the postage was. On top of that, I had to wait like 3 weeks for them to turn up, and I had a letter through the door saying that I had to go and pick them up from the local depot. And I thought that's a bit strange. Normally they just leave them at the door. And found out I had to pay £16.70 for tax on top of the £30 I already paid. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. So £16 tax. So if you're buying a crystal for £10, and let's say the shipping is £5, that would be like what, 15 quid? You're paying like 30 quid. Like altogether, you're paying like 30 quid for a crystal. So I suppose, yeah. I know different countries, they have different prices. So I know if I buy something from abroad, I know it cost me about 17 quid, maybe probably more now. I know France probably be even more, or maybe less. But yeah, like I said, I can always, for example, send it like if it's, try and get my words out. If someone wanted a crystal, I don't mind sending it for free. Giving that person giving it for free. So if one of you guys, like one of my subscribers, wanted a crystal, I'd be like, yeah, have it for free, because I know that you have to pay shipping and tax on top of it. So again, I don't mind doing that. If people are really wanting one of my crystals, but can't afford the shipping and the tax, I'm more than happy to send it for free. It is stupid. I paid a ton to ship it. Then he had to pay it as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. The whole world, no matter where you live in the world, whether you live in the US or France or Spain or even here in the UK, yeah, it's just absolutely stupid. Yeah, absolutely stupid. But yeah, maybe that's something I may start thinking about doing. Yeah, if people would really want one of my crystals but can't afford £30 tax or whatever it is. Maybe I just send it for free. All I ask is that person is just pay for shipping and whatever the tax is. Yeah, that's the only problem. There are quite a lot of, excuse my language here, but there are quite a lot of scumbags out there that will lie. We do. I don't know about where you are, but here in the UK we do what we call a food bank. So if you're really really poor and you can't afford food, you just go to the food bank and you get food for free, basically. And I've heard stories of people that have millions of pounds that can afford food, but they go to a food bank because they know it's free. They know that they don't have to pay a penny because they just go to the food bank and get it for free. We have those here in the US as well. Yeah. So I don't think it's happened here because there is a food bank literally 5-minute walk up the road. I don't use a food bank. I think I've only used a food bank once, and that's when I was really struggling, and I felt bad. I paid all the bills, but I couldn't afford to pay food for a week, and I felt bad because I had no food in the house. My partner was hungry. I was hungry, and in the end, I did go to the food bank to get food, but then when I started to get like proper money through, I actually bought a bag of food and I actually took it to the food bank and pretty much gave them the food back to them what they gave me, if that makes sense. So, because that's what it is, like people like in the local area will buy an extra bag of food and give it to the food bank for people that really need it. And that's what I did. Bought a bag of food and I gave it back to the food bank. So yeah, only because I felt guilty because I was working. I was working. I had a full-time job, but I just didn't get money. I was struggling and still don't get. Yeah, and there's people like us that struggle and think I'd rather go hungry and not go. So it's sad. It's sad. But yeah, like I said, I'd love to like we were just saying, I'd love to give it away for free or for people that are struggling, but you just don't know whether that person's being honest and truthful about their situation. Mediumship. If someone wanted a mediumship reading, I wouldn't care. I would just give them a reading. Sometimes I charge. If I was doing like a farmer's market, I would charge. I'm not even thinking about charging. I would charge. But if I was doing it on here, I would do it for free without even thinking. And if I was doing it on Facebook or Messenger, whatever, I would do it for free. Because it's not costing me anything to do this. So yeah, I don't mind giving it for free. So yeah, anyway, that's enough of me whinging about life. I know we all tend to have a bit of a whinge about life, but yeah, that's me done for the day. We got to put the world to rights, haven't we? Haven't we? If the governments are not putting the world to rights, we might as well. We might as well have a good whinge, haven't we? Makes us feel a bit better. So thanks for watching RP Paranormal. I'm not sure who the other person is. The other person staying quiet. So I want to say thank you to you, RP RS Paranormal, and thank you to the other person that's watching, and thank you to all the other people that are watching on replay, because I will make sure this is on replay for people that want to watch it later on. So thanks for all for watching. Thank you for letting me read for you, and Yeah, you too. It's always nice to meet it's always nice to meet people um, that watch my videos. It's always nice to have a catch up. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you either in the next live or the next video. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.